Hi, Zooey. I got that feeling today I'm forgetting something. I'm like, what the fuck? What is it? Oh well. Going into stretches. If I remember, I remember. Hi, Smug. Hi, Bits. Hi, Carface. Yeelan's late time for vet. I'm literally not! Hi, Juice. Hi, Global. I was almost late. It was like 8:40, and I was in Wagyumi's chat. She's leveling a Death Knight right now. And I saw a meme on Twitter, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wrong chat this. And so I put in her chat, you come to me on Girthless on Fat Cock Friday. Wrong chat. And her and her whole chat's just like, what? You want to explain? Weird mic? Your mic is weird. Is your cable in properly? Actually. Okay. Here's the thing. It is the right mic. I was really hoping it wasn't. What is it? How is it weird? Like, just how is it weird? If you can explain it to me. Here's the issue. It doesn't sound good. Little crackle and higher pitch. Here's the thing. When I turned my Vive on this morning, my mic was like constantly in the red, and it maxed sound in OBS. And I was like, it's doing that thing that happened around day 60. I'm glad I caught this before it happened. So I turned my Vive off and on, and it seemed fixed. But now it's sounding like it's just weird also, and I'm like, what do we do to fix this? Yeah, you are peaking. It's like you are talking with high ping, high pitch, and really short breaks. Well, I'm kind of just like, what do I do to fix this without just, like, resetting everything? I could see if the antline is charged. I lost one. Hi, Brown. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Shirkan. Did you try to unplug and replug? That's what I did when I first saw the issue. But that was... Hold on, did I turn it back on? Oh, that might have done it. No, hold on, hang on. I turned on... No, okay. So I turned on OBS. I saw the mic thing. I unplugged the cable. I plugged it back in. And that seemed to fix the mic. And then I turned on SteamVR. So it shouldn't... God damn it. We can try the antline mic. This thing's a piece of shit, and I don't expect it to work. Why did it immediately go off? Do I just hold it until it's synced? Nope, now it's blinking. Guys, I cannot tell you how much I hate this antline mic. It's so frustrating. Because the thing just doesn't stay on. What if I also hold this down? Oh! It looks like it's actually on now. Okay. This might solve our problem. Properties. Okay. How does this sound? Oh, hi, Pixel. Right. I mean, I can't listen to this for very long. I know, we're trying to fix it. You are very low. Day 3 of my Steam Deck being stolen and all that. The police got called in, but no actions yet. Lovely. Glue to your face. And you got a very second-hand mic that is most likely broken. You are very... Okay. I'm very low, huh? Oh. Because X is overlay. Gosh dang it. Okay. How low is it? Oh, it is like crazy low. What if I put this here? Does that make it louder? No, not really. I also kind of liked it here. Maybe I could turn the gain up on this. Close. Does that make it any better? No, not really. What the fuck? I've done nothing with this mic. I guess it is ASMR day. I've done nothing with this mic for like a month. And it's just suddenly like crazy quiet. Hi Air, hi Safi. We're problem solving. Ah. Is it too much to do this? Is that too much? No, that didn't seem like it changed anything at all. Move mouse closer to face? What do you mean move the mouse closer to the face? Oh my god. I'm boosting the gain in OBS and I can like barely hit yellow. Oh, I'm probably on the wrong mic in VR chat.
Yep. You're squeaky mouse mode.
Yeah. Where is it? Alright, am I super quiet when I talk like... What? Wait. Huh? Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not getting the little microphone thing when I talk. Okay. I had to
Same.
mute and then unmute, and now I'm seeing it. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hi, Rain.
Yeah, it seems to be a bug. I mean,
That looked very weird for a second. Your sound is good on stream. Well, it looks low. Like, well, I guess I'm hitting there. The current plan is to get monetary compensation for the theft and damages because we calculated losses and it's €20 off being the price of the one
terabyte OLED model, and that got announced a few days ago. Best of luck again, Fanny. Okay. Is this fine? Is this working for everybody? Because I may just go with this. Dench. Thank you, Zuvi.
Yep.
I think I might just go with this. I'm hoping the charge on this Antlion mic holds. I'm hoping it, like, actually lasts. If it doesn't, I have a very scuffed solution that would suck ass to do, but we can do it. The Steam Deck originally was $550. The SD was $110. You know what I had fun with recently? I was watching Wagyu, and she's oh, I need to do stretches. She's telling one of her friends, "Hey, come play on EU World of Warcraft with me." And I was like, "Don't play EU, play on US with all the cool kids, do crimes." And she was like, "No, don't do crimes." And I was like, "Yeah, here's the first crime. US has better chocolate than everyone in the EU." And all the European viewers in her chat were just like, "What the fuck?" He just reminded me that with the whole Euros thing, Fanny. Rain is just not acknowledging that joke. And that's fair. Germans have pretty good chocolates. You know, Belgian chocolate is better, and I say that as someone that went through an anti-Belgium phase. See, the only thing I only know two things about Belgium. One, Zeldorable is Belgium. No, they're not. No, they're not. Are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Two, they have a law that you're not allowed to own more than 2 homes. So there were people that, you know, buying 10 houses and renting out 9. And they said, "This sucks. This is parasitical to society. You can't do this anymore. Sell your houses." And their property values plummeted, and people can afford houses there. And I'm like, damn, Belgium's cool for that. We're at the bendy stretches. I'm actually starting to get a little bit concerned that Rain might actually be mad at me for the chocolate joke. Rain, I need you to say something, please. Okay. I said US has better chocolates than all of EU, and you went silent for 3 minutes. I was like, oh wait. They're not really mad, right?
I mean, if you be able to call that chocolate, that is.
You know what the follow-up joke was? I was like, here's another crime. Hershey's is my favorite. they almost timed me out. He was trying to process what he heard. There are 2 things that are typically European: having better welfare than the Yankees, and constantly being racist towards each other. I don't want to say you're right. Bro, chocolate is chocolate. Shove it in your face and shut up. No, Lost One. Not all chocolate is chocolate. There's American chocolate by comparison to EU chocolate is... Like, I still like your US chocolate. Like, if somebody gave me a Hershey's, I'm not going to be like, how dare you, this is awful, gross, disgusting. I'm going to eat that shit, but I'm not going to pretend it's as good as European chocolate. We're going to 1630. Also never found raisins in his chocolate. Dude, I fucking hate raisins. I fucking hate raisins. It's like the fastest way to ruin food. No, it's not the fastest way to ruin food, but... I like to get cinnamon swirl bagels. And, I accidentally got cinnamon raisin bagels once, and so you bite into it, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want this anymore. There isn't a single omnipresent European chocolate. Does that mean there's no chocolate in the EU that's, like, in all the countries? Hershey's tastes like vomit. It's not that bad. 40 more seconds. 35. 30. Oh. Ow. 25. 20. Ow, 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 ow. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Ugh. I hate plinking. I want all of you to know that every single day. I hate plinking. Did I just lose tracking in a spot I'm very much not supposed to lose tracking? Isn't Milka all over Europe? I'm just like tired after that. Oh, I remembered. I remembered for once. But don't look at me. Okay. I need to do this. I need to do this. Can't hit play. Maybe I can do it here. Well, no, I could absolutely do it there. I just don't want to. Oh, I know what I could have done. I could have just made a new window. We're walking. I recorded this one yesterday, and it was pissing me off because the weather was bad and I had to wait 30 minutes to get a thumbnail. Would rather plank over burpees? Yeah, I think I'd rather plank over burpees too. I like raisins too, but not in my fucking chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, Sinterklaas is coming. Do not take that the wrong way. I don't know what that is. I played more Risk of Rain Returns yesterday. Unlocked Engineer. He's kind of fucking weird. The game is fun, but like, I don't know. I never see it holding the same weight as like Risk of Rain 2, where if somebody was like, you want to play this? I'd be like, I'm always down to play this. Yeah, you did. I went to sleeps. Ewan, do you not know the Dutch holiday that became Christmas in other countries? I have no idea, Fanny. I love chocolate raisins. That's step one of being a psychopath. I'm just saying that, Lost One. You're the person that says, I love chocolate raisins, and everybody turns their head in the room and goes, what the fuck did he just say? Like, Sinterklaas is pretty important for Christmas history. On the bright side, if someone gives you chocolate raisin, you know who to give them to afterwards.
Gosh darn it. Looks I'm getting stolen.
Oh no.
Ah.
Baca.
Oh wait, what's happening?
I'm getting stolen.
No! No!
Wow.
It's okay.
Yes.
I'll be here every day if you want to come back. Oh,
Well, bye.
bye.
Don't fall.
I won't. I thought the first step was trauma dumping in Twitch. No, trauma dumping in Twitch is the first sign of, like, needing attention. I am crazy. Agreed. Sinterklaas is also the holiday that causes racial tensions in the Netherlands every November, so take that as you wish. Lovely. Okay. Why am I going... I keep going, like, gray screen for a second, which means I'm losing tracking. But I'm, like, standing right in the middle. Weird. I need some upgrades. I need new base stations. Is that... I need new base stations. I might need new track straps. So I have track straps that hold together with Velcro. And the Velcro is, like, not sticking well. They haven't, like, fallen off during a stream. You mean Black Peter isn't problematic? I don't think it is. I mean, assuming we're talking about Family Guy? Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not global. That's the first thing I thought of, because that's the only thing I could know of with that. But I'm like, what? How is that a problem? My track straps, the Velcro's, like, fucking dying. So I either need new track straps soon, or I need to look up how to, like, re-strengthen Velcro. Not Family Guy, it's extremely problematic. Okay. If it's not Family Guy, then I have no idea about it, because that's literally the first thing I thought of. I'm like, that can't be right. That doesn't sound right. I want a drink, though. First of all, it's Pete, not Peter. Second of all, not. Even besides my personal grudge, it is still problematic. Fine-tooth comb will usually fix Velcro easily? Okay. Hell yeah. It doesn't look like there's any hair in it, it's just fucking bad at sticking. I walked through the zone yesterday. I completely forgot about these green giant-ass spiders that are all over the zone, and I was like, oh god, I don't like this zone anymore. Look at those things. That's fucking horrifying. And they're everywhere. Why would the people of Alamigo even want this place back? It has giant green spiders. As much as other Dutch people like to deny it, it's pretty fucked up that blackface used to be a major holiday tradition till the 2010s. Oh. Yeah, that's not a good holiday tradition. What else happened yesterday? Risk of Rain. I got distracted from Risk of Rain. I only unlocked the engineer. We played more. Did we do anything that was like crazy fun? At one point, Core got 3 laser turrets and upgraded them. So she had this fucking massive turret floating behind her that literally had just a Kamehameha wave for a fucking attack. That was insane. The drones are fucking strong in Risk of Rain. They're definitely a lot stronger than they are in Risk of Rain 2. I did some WoW stuff yesterday. I cannot decide between Shaman and Druid, and I fucking need to before Tuesday next week. Oh yeah. Today's Friday, the 10th. My parents come home tomorrow. I'm not gonna have the house to myself for 6 weeks, which on one hand is like kind of nice because I'll get to see them for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. But I also just need to clean up before they get back. You have to let me in today then? No. Oh, I was planning to ask you out on Saturday. Hi, Lamb. Oh, shit. I should actually probably get stuff for Christmas now that I think about it. Although, to be frank, I never really liked Pete because I had a childhood fear of him. I don't know, the white, bold eyes against the tar black makeup was terrifying for a kid me. Let me in, Dylan? No. No, absolutely not. I went to the grocery store yesterday. They still had Halloween candy on clearance sale. They literally cannot get rid of their candy corn. And it was very tempting to buy a bag, because I like candy corn, but I didn't. I was strong. I thought I would hate this zone because it's a desert, and I joke about hating it because of the spiders. I really dig this music. Anyhow, that is today's lesson for Euland on why Dutch history is majorly fucked up. Tomorrow we will discuss the Dutch East Indies. Why not? I'm not a team killer like Core. That was really funny yesterday. Does this one on the test? Man, you knew a good teacher from a bad teacher based on how they treated tests. And so, like, I had a teacher who would go over 5 things, and 3 would be on the test. And it was like, I remember us talking about this, right? And then, I had another teacher. God, this dumb bitch. She would teach us one thing. This was chemistry. She would teach us one thing, teach us a second, and then the test was like, how do you combine these two? And it's like, we never covered this at all. I don't know how to do this. And she's like, we covered both of them in class. You should know how to do this. And it's like, yeah, I can do this part and I can do this part, but I don't know how they relate to each other. What do you mean? I did not like that teacher. But I got through her class okay. Learn 2 plus 2, test is 3 times 49. Basically, it was so annoying. Raubon Extreme. I've never done a single Extreme or Savage fight in Final Fantasy. I'm literally just a story Andy who's done roulettes and unlocked some of the raids and Alliance raids. But I've never done a single raid that's like, this is more than just something you queue for. This is something where you need a party and to go in and do it. Were you trapped by Raubon Extreme on launch of Stormblood? Nope. Nope. I didn't start... Okay, I tried the trial. I think... right when Stormblood came out. So I think Stormblood came out, I made an account and I made a character, and I got to like level 10, and I was like, this shit fucking sucks. How can anybody play this game over WoW? I'm literally waiting a minute between my attacks. I hate this. And so I quit very early in. Bonus fact, Dutch elections are up and coming, and the leading party is probably going to set back LGBT rights in the Netherlands a couple years. Lovely. That was more so an event where the instance broke and stopped people progressing the MSQ. Yeah, that's happened a few times in WoW. The second time I tried Final Fantasy, I tried it when they gave away A Realm Reborn for free through Prime Gaming. This is like 2019. And everybody on VR chat got into Final Fantasy. We had like, between two guilds, we had like 300 people actively on at all times. It was fucking insane. And because it was VR chat, which is a social game where you go hug and talk to people, everybody knew everybody. So I could literally just like go up to the other guild, see 15 people in their courtyard, and know who every single one of them was. And it was just like, damn. This fucking rules. Oh, this was so funny. So I was recording yesterday, and Foss was trying to find me. He was literally just running around Ralger's Reach trying to find me. I'm slowly walking, and he couldn't find me. You're gonna see him on a cactus, like, right here. That's Foss looking for me. And he never finds me. He literally started messaging me, and he's like, you're not here. You're not really here. And I'm like, I don't know how you're so bad at this. I'm literally RP walking around this town. It's a center party, but like Christian center. I'm hoping for what's called a Roman Red coalition, which is most likely pro-LGBT coalition. Here's hoping, Fanny. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with our politics. Republican Party looks bad. Democrat has been looking bad. This is the town they show in the cutscene for Stormblood. The Warrior of Light and Lice, whatever her name is, Lice. They're fighting up on this statue. But I'm pretty sure literally every single person that's been here knows that. Shit, what was I talking about? It's where everyone thought Dancer was announced in Stormblood. Oh yeah, so like, I started when they were doing the Prime Gaming giveaway. That was like 2, maybe 3 months right before Shadowbringers. And so I started playing, and I was leveling as Monk. And this was fine at first. And then Shadowbringers actually came out. And this was a problem. I was around level 60, 65. I think I was in post-ARR content. No, post-Heavensward content. And I would queue for dungeons, and I would have a 26-minute queue. And I was like, oh my god, I hate this. The reason for that was because Shadowbringers came out with Gunbreaker, which is a fancy new tank. So a lot of DPS and healers re-rolled to play the new Gunbreaker. The other thing was, they wanted healing to be less stressful. They didn't want healers to play like a whole DPS with 7 to 10 DPS moves, while also having to heal. They wanted people that were playing healer to heal to focus on healing. And so they made healing they took away a lot of the damage buttons for healers. And so what this did was, healers, instead of having like a full rotation of 7 moves, they literally just press one button. Apply a dot every 30 seconds. And if there's AoE, press that button instead. And it was like, all the healers that had been playing healer for 4 years fucking hated that. So they all went DPS or tank. So suddenly, tanks had 10-minute queues, DPS had 26-minute queues, and healers had fucking instant queues. Like light speed queues. Basically, healers become boring sticks. People still hate that. Yeah. And so I started healing then. And it was like, oh, because nobody likes playing healer right now, everybody likes me because I play healer. This is fantastic. I feel loved and wanted. Heal slut Elin, basically. And so, I played, hi Gale. I played, Scholar. Just because it was like, free queues. I would, I went Elin to tank so I can let him die. Joke's on you, Lost, when I play a warrior. I heal myself. So why the Gundam Wings not do big damage? I feel like that's a Scholar joke that I don't understand enough because I'm not keeping up with Final Fantasy. I finished the Endwalker story. I can go into 6.1. I finished as Summoner, and I've leveled Monk and Dancer to max. But at this point, I'm like, I don't know what the Gundam Wings are. But yes. Shadowbringers was very fun. Sage? Oh, yeah. I see it now. Shadowbringers was very fun, and I actually felt really good at Scholar. I could very confidently do wall-to-wall pulls in dungeons. And, like, not even be afraid. If I had a bad tank, I could tell. And if I had a good tank, it was like, cool, I just get to do ground slappies. For context, Roman Res is a nickname for a Christian Socialist coalition, which, if it is even neutral and LGBT stuff, would be a major optics fail for the socialists. But yeah, combining Steam Deck theft and the election and Sinterklaar, it will be a real chaotic month for me. As I say every time, Fanny, I wish you the best of luck with all this. It sounds incredibly stressful. I don't mind when you focus on stuff that the conversation has moved away from. I do kind of want it to not be depressing stuff. Only chaos. We can have other things from chaos. I hate having a Sage healer. What? I don't know why. I didn't even give Sage a chance. Fair enough. Let me check what else I can mention. You don't need to, like, look for stuff in it. It's my job to entertain stream, not yours. You can just vibe, and if you get excited to talk about something, bring that up. Sage is like easy mode. When I heal, I've been leveling White Mage. But it's like in the 60s, and I'm like, why do I care anymore? I kind of lost interest in the game when I was leveling it, and so I've kind of just gone back to Scholar if I need a healer. And Scholar's easy enough. Your Fairy does like half of it for you. Your healer does only like 20 to 30%, but they're smart healing, so they're fast on it. I've never had a Sage healer that I can wall-to-wall with. Well, for when I finally started working on the land sounding project of my own FNF mod recently. Hell yeah. I got a Sage healer we baby pulling. You hate to see it. They don't know how to play Sage then. I mean, I'm sure Sages can do just as well as other healers. I think Lost One's just getting a bad run of them. I need a drink. Oh. Hey, I just realized. It's difficult to mute myself now. Pressing my headset button does nothing to mute myself. You probably can't hear me drinking. You can absolutely hear me drinking. That or you're picking up the treadmill. I'm gonna go back and see the VOD and just be like, what the fuck? I hate it. Hi, honey. Why would you pick up the treadmill? Well, I'm looking at the sound now, and I'm really, it's... You tap the power to mute? Yeah, I know that's how you mute an Antlion mic. I also fucking hate this mic, Lost One, and don't want to touch it for fear of it not turning back on. I know what the buttons do. This one's just second-handed a piece of shit. No, I think by switching to this mic, I, like, removed my noise filter. And so now it's always picking up my steps. You tried turning it off and on again? Ha 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 ha. Okay, so I also recently drew porn to practice boob physics, not even joking. I don't think anyone here would take that as a joke, Fanny. How'd it go? Did they look great? I forget this whole section of this map exists. They just have this cave with, like, pink crystals that leads into a forest with a cabin. God, the Zone's music I really, really like. What we at? 1 mile? The plans for today... I clean the house because parents are coming back tomorrow, right? And so it needs to be tidied up. What else? I think that's it. I think that's my only plans for today. After that, I'm gonna try and get a video out. And then I have no idea what I'll be doing. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. Oh, so there's core videos later. Shit, I still need to upload that piece. I thought you had a maid. They do have a maid. But I still need to tidy up stuff. Like, I need to make sure the dishes are done, and there's not, like, a stack of dishes in the sink, right? Upload me into your heart, bish. You're already there, Safi. clearly not there. You'd want me out. So I have the weather fog on right now for Final Fantasy. It's not really a setting I can turn on and off, but normally if there was fog like this, I'd wait it out. But it looks so cool in this forest. It doesn't look all that good once I get out of the forest. I feel like it kind of ruins the shot of the big bridge coming up. But I thought, I don't know, the dense fog in the forest here was like, this is fucking cool. But then I had to wait like a fucking hour for the fog to go away to get a thumbnail. That was incredibly annoying. Why would you say I'd want you out, Safi? That doesn't make sense to me at all. I'm like a virus. Yeah, but I'd like willingly download a virus. If it was named Safi, I'd be like, fuck, I don't care what it does. Foggy desert? Yeah. You hear that, everyone? Yuli would download a car? Obviously I'd download a car. I'd be stealing from a company if I did that. And I hate companies. Criminal. Safi, I don't think you were here when I was talking about the crimes I did earlier. I was in a European streamers chat, and I was telling their chat to do crimes. Here's one. US chocolate is better than European chocolate. And they're all getting so riled up. You were here for the chocolate? Okay, okay. I was having too much fun with it. Look at Brown. You wouldn't download a car. If I could sell the car, I would. If I had to, like, keep paying bills on it, then I probably wouldn't. I would download 2 cars. I chose not to say anything because I enjoyed the chocolate in the UK. I've never had European chocolate. Shin is about to send some to me. There, uploaded it in neat stuff. Spoilered, of course. Okay. Let's see. Neat stuff. Oh, I see. Hell yeah. So, I don't know what to do with not safe for work stuff in my Discord. I really don't want a not safe for work channel. Shin better not send a Kinder Egg or the police gonna take it. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He sent chocolate to Americans before. I'm not sure what to do with not safe for work stuff on the Discord. I kind of want, like, every now and then to see something like this and be like, hell yeah. But I don't want to, like... How do I put this? I don't want, like, to green light not safe for work stuff and then just have a not safe for work channel that I just have to manage. Maybe just make a separate art chat and make not safe for work require to be spoilered. Yeah. It's less that I don't want to see the not safe for work stuff, and more that, like, I don't want somebody who's just like, oh, this is where I put my not safe for work art every day, and I have to, like, go through 10 pieces of art to, like, make sure they're not too young or make sure it's not too... I don't want to deal with that. I have Kinder Eggs. Ah. Legit Death Rules we have on a Five Nights at Freddy's Friends server I'm prominent in. I see, I see. I don't know. I've seen people do similar rules. I've seen people have more encouraged not safe for work stuff. And it's just like every time, like every fucking time, it's like, ugh. Friday Night Funkin'. Did I say Five Nights at Freddy's? I literally understood it as Friday Night Funkin' and not Freddy's. Yeah. No, I misspoke there. I knew it was the blue-haired dude. Freddy Night Funkin'. I saw something about Friday Night Funkin' recently, and I can't remember what it was. I very rarely see stuff about that game now. I see a lot of stuff about Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Because of the movie coming out. Friday Night Funkin' would be a bizarre collab. I guarantee you it's been thought of before. I guarantee you there are so many fan renditions of Friday Night Funkin'. And it's the blue guy getting the security job. And then getting caught by each of them. And dancing his way out of it. I guess technically singing. But it's gonna be like Bon Bon finds him. And then the next song is Chica finds him. And then the wolf, and then Freddy. Oh. Legit one of the most praised Friday Night Funkin' mods. Is versus Purple Guy, which is based on Five Nights at Freddy's minigames. Yeah. Stop right there, criminal. Damn dude got voice. Okay, you can go. I think the most recent Funkin' thing I saw was girlfriend being worried about Hero finding out what they are by meeting her parents. Then all he says is, wow, you're so tall. So that's where girlfriend gets it from. Is she actually like a monster slash vampire thing, or is that just all fan stuff? I need a drink. It feels weird to not mute. She is canonically a demon. Been confirmed for 2 years now. Okay. Sure. I like this skybox. The many, many stars with the wispy clouds looks real good. I mean, her father looks like an actual devil slash demon. It's not a big surprise. I didn't even know her father was in the game. I never played it myself, right? I just watched Whoops play it. And I remember him doing like the first 2 songs. And then I remember him doing mods. I remember him going against Shaggy in a mod. Oh, could you even do it? No. The last rhythm game I played was Guitar Hero 2. Did I own Guitar Hero 3? It might have been Guitar Hero 3. So, could I do Friday Night Funkin'? No, I probably could not get past the first stage. Maybe on easy mode, but the devs also stated on several occasions that they are genuinely in love despite girlfriend being a demon. Well, yeah. It would be an achievement to not pass the first stages. Also, the first opponent is literally the dad. Oh. You'd think he'd be like the final boss, but that's kind of cool to have him as the first boss. Gale, I want Risk of Rain DLC. Is Mother the final? If week 2 wasn't patched, I would have agreed. But no, the first 3 weeks are real easy. Someday, Ewan. I'm so used to games being announced a year before they come out that I was like, oh wow, Risk of Rain 2 DLC, that'll be cool next year. And then you were like, so we don't know if we're getting it this month or next month. And I was like, what? That's not how game teasers work. It's gonna be a year from now. And then when you were like, no, because of this and this, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, now I'm hyped and ready. I want it now. Fourth opponent, although they are basically confirmed to be reoccurring opponents. But then we have the good ones where it's just, oh hey, it's out now. I grew up a WoW goblin. So literally, they show us a BlizzCon, and they're like, an entire year from now is when you get your expansion. And it's just like, man. But I'm hyped now. I'm going to play my shaman. I'm going to try and play my druid on the side. Which already sounds like too much of a commitment. But I'm going to play my druid on the side, and if I have more fun with the druid, I'll start playing that. And if not, I'll just stick with shaman. The problem is I know I'll do well with shaman. And the druid just thematically I like more, but I don't know if I'll do well with it. Meanwhile, GTA 6 next month to come in 2 years. All but week 2 has basically been the parents pulling the strings. Alright, what video do we get after this? Why are you surprised that Blizz is fucking you? It's not Blizz fucking us. That's just the way MMOs work. It has always been good for them to, tease it a year early and, work up to it. Because stuff is going to leak. You can't work on something as big as an MMO expansion, especially for Blizzard, without stuff getting leaked. And so they want to release the information on their terms and not just have it get spoiled. And so they release it a year early. Oh, and Satan has been leaked to appear later? God, it's fucking driving me crazy that I want to clear my throat and it's just like, nah. I should probably just mute real quick, but it's so scary. I don't want the fucking mic to not work anymore. It's working, I don't want to touch it. Week 8, the upcoming week, has also been confirmed to have a different pro tag. The antagonist of week 3 and the X of the main pro tag. Oh. I feel like the game would have been cooler. Because it seems like it's about trying to date a demon girlfriend. And just dealing with all that. I think it would have been cooler if week 1 was like, hey, can I date your daughter if you beat me in a song? And then the rest of the bosses have nothing to do with her. I feel like I would have liked that more. Orange hair gun with the gun. Orange hair kid with the gun, Pico. I feel like I remember him. All we know for the DLC ATM, it's at least 4 stages. One of them having the day-night variants. You know what's crazy to me in Risk of Rain Returns? I'm not even close to having all the characters. Some of them just seem so tedious to get. I'm probably 1 away from getting the 5 wins character. I forget who that is. But Loader, I haven't even come close to 30 items. One of the stages looked like it had a skeleton of Ifrit. Oh. Hey, it's Orgrimmar. Can I get the... There we go. It still, to this day, drives me nuts that Core had never played World of Warcraft and uploaded a map of Orgrimmar to VRChat. She just wanted to, like, test the process out and found the files for it. But to me, it's like, oh, only a World of Warcraft player would do that because they wanted to hang out in World of Warcraft, even in VRChat. And she's just like, what is this place? It's Orgrimmar, right? So maybe we get to fight Ifrit again? I would assume we don't, Gale. If there's a skeleton of Ifrit, to me that means it's a reference, but we're not actually going to fight him. Hi, Archangel. For the Horde. Man. Everyone was so hyped Lost One for the BFA cinematic. Because it's one of the fucking best cinematics for World of Warcraft. And like Anduin goes, for the Alliance! And all the Alliance players are like, yay. And then Sylvanas screams, for the Horde. And it was one of the most hyped moments of World of Warcraft. And then it was just like, oh, but then Sylvanas just fucking died as a character that expansion. RIP. I mean, Tankman fighting BF wasn't really intentional in the lore. The parents just tried to kill the BF in an air balloon. And he just happened to land in a war zone. For the Horde. I would like the Horde more if they didn't have the most unstable leadership. They started with Thrall. It was good. Then they had Garrosh, and that almost led them to ruin. Then they had Vol'jin, and he died like a wimp. Then they had Sylvanas, and she tried to take over or kill the world. That was bad. And then they have a council now, and it's just like, man, they did like 3 storylines there, and they should have done 1. Whereas the Alliance is like, they didn't really have a leader. They had a council. Then they had Varian. Then they had Anduin. And now they have Turalyon? What game are we talking about? World of Warcraft. Also, Yulin, have you seen Tricky the Zombie Clown? No. And I'll tell you right now, I don't like zombies, and I really don't like clowns. So, I don't even want to, like... I have 0 interest in this game. The rest are talking about, wow, I'm talking about Friday Night Funkin'. Oh. I heard For the Horde and thought out Gears of War. Nah, For the Horde is the, like, main slogan of the Horde players in World of Warcraft. And, like, Alliance players are typically just like, I just like Alliance better. Horde players, for whatever reason, Horde players just have pride in being Horde. They will literally be like, for the Horde, and, like... There's a lot more people that have gotten Horde tattoos than Alliance tattoos. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there's just more Horde players in general. Nah, for the Scourge. What about for the Forsaken? The Scourge, Gale? I mean, the same. It's just a popular mod that I knew that streamer you watched played. I see. Vol'jin. What? Their name is Vol'jin. V-O-L. They were the troll leader, and for one expansion, the leader of the Horde. And then Blizzard just wanted to get rid of them, so they died. Nah, it's for the Queen. There was a really old comic. Oh god, this is a webcomic from like 20 years ago. And And it was about a group of explorers in kind of a World of Warcraft setting, kind of D&D. It never specifically stated. But one of the characters was Richard the Warlock. And there's a scene where, like, an elf yells, like, for my country, or, like, for the capital city of his people. And Richard the Warlock just yells out, for Pony. And the elf just looks at him just like, what did you just say? And he's like, what? You got to yell a thing you were excited for? I wanted to do it too. What happens if you play the expansions out of order, by the way? Asking this to someone who never played WoW. You don't get a choice. You have to play them out of order. So, when you make a character in World of Warcraft, if you were to make a character right now, they would be like, do you want the old leveling experience or the Exiled Reach experience? And so you would either go to Exile's Reach, which is a new leveling experience that's kind of like a tutorial for level 1 to 10. If you go to the old zones, the quests are kind of shit and bad. At level 10, they send you to BFA zones, which was an expansion 2 expansions ago. And there will be 3 zones that you level up through 10 to 60. At 60, they give you a quest to go to the new expansion, which is Dragonflight, and level up 60 to 70 there. Now, the order of the expansions is Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm. Cataclysm redid all the old vanilla zones. Mists of Pandaria, Legion, Warlords of Draenor, Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, Dragonflight. So they've got 10 expansions. They put you through the quest of the 8th one. So story-wise, you don't have a fucking clue what's happening. And then after the 8th one, they skip you to the 10th one. There's no way to, like, get the entirety of WoW story and lore through WoW. You could max level a character. So if I wanted to play the Gay Centaur world, I couldn't start there. You technically could. You just wouldn't be able to choose which class you play. You would have to play an Evoker. Because Evokers start at level 60. But then you'd have to go through the Waking Shores, and then you could go to the Centaur zone. But the only way you could, like, go through the zones in order is to, like, make a new character, go to level 10 with Exile's Reach, and then go to the Burning Crusade zones and level there. Well, there goes my interest in playing WoW, not gonna lie. If you just want WoW story, there's YouTube channels in the wiki. You mean Prey Return to the Waking Sand? No! You would make a new character, and you would have had to have already leveled a character to do this, but on second characters, you can choose which expansion you level in. You would choose Burning Crusade. Now I wanted to meet the damn Gay Centaurs. You would choose Burning Crusade. You would level through those 6 zones. And then when you get max level, instead of just going to Dragonflight, you would just finish out those zones, and then you do Wrath of the Lich King zones. And then you would do Kata zones. And then you would do, you would just go through all the expansions. You would be way more than max level. The only reason to do this would be I want to read quest text and maybe make some gold. Not gonna lie, this seems awfully inefficient. It is. The problem is, Blizzard prioritizes their endgame, and they throw away old content. So, there is some pros to this. Typically, if you get somebody into WoW, they can do the raids with you right away. If somebody buys World of Warcraft, if depending on which version of they buy, they might even get a boosted character, or they might just get, like, a very fast track leveling experience. But once they're max level, which if you were like, if you got into WoW Fanny and you and I did recruit a friend, we could get you to max level in like a week. And then I would bring you to raids, and you would be able to do any raid with me right away. You'd be able to do Mythic Plus right away, which those two things are like the big attractions of World of Warcraft right now. If you were to try to do the same thing on Final Fantasy, you just can't do that. You would have to spend a bunch of money on story skips and leveling boosts to be able to do any of the raids right away. Wait, there are different editions? I thought it was subscription only. So there are... You have to buy the game. So if you wanted to play, you have to buy... There's the trial, but then there is Dragonflight. If you buy Dragonflight, you get access to going above level 60. You get the new zones, the new content, the new expansion stuff. If you buy Dragonflight, the Heroic Edition of the expansion, they give you a month free and a level boost for free. If you buy the Mythic Edition, you get like a special mount and some cosmetics in game. There's not different editions of the game. There's different like purchase benefits when you buy the game. I need a drink. There's no point in muting. I'm gonna mute. Okay, that worked. But yeah, there's not like these players are all on standard edition. These people are all on heroic edition. Sorry, I spaced out as Steam support came back to me. All good, all good. There's not different versions of the game. There's just different benefits to buying the different editions. Think of it as buying like a collector's box. You can get the standard Dragonflight. Steam support, what happened? Their Steam Deck got stolen, Gale. They're in an asylum. And their Steam Deck was stolen by someone else in the asylum. And this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, Gale. They were like, hey, my Steam Deck disappeared 2 days ago. This person suddenly has a Steam Deck that looks exactly like mine. I kind of want them to prove that it's theirs. I have the serial code of my Steam Deck. It's this. Can we get them to show us their serial code? And the staff of the asylum was like, okay, sure, yeah, maybe let's do that. And the person who stole it goes, well, that's not going to prove anything. Serial codes are just like the same run of a product, so it's probably the same. And the staff was like, yep, that makes sense to me. We're not getting involved. Isn't that just fucking mind-boggling, Gale? This guy had the balls to be like, serial numbers don't prove uniqueness. And that it worked. By the way, off topic, but what expansion were the gay centaurs? It's the current expansion, Fanny. Dragonflight. Sounds normal to me. That is literally the point of serial numbers? Yeah. That's fucking insane to me. Because I've always thought of like a serial number as like surefire, 100%, this proves it. And that the staff and this guy was just like, nah. It's like, what? What do you mean? That is quite crazy to me. Dude just didn't want to bother with shit, Jesus. Yeah, I also kind of feel like the staff knows what serial numbers are. They just don't want to deal with, like, the possible consequences. Because even if it's like, yeah, this Hiwa, even if that's how serial numbers work, and it is, just in the small event that they're wrong, and Fanny is like somehow producing a serial number that they know to show like, this person stole my thing, this is my serial number. If they belt out the right serial number and they're just like, yep, give Steam Deck to the person, that potentially opens them up to a case of the other person being like, the staff of this asylum literally stole from me and gave to another patient who is, you know, just a scam or yada. It just, the staff is just like, I don't want to deal with this because it opens them up to problems. Now, not doing anything also opens them up to problems, but it's a Friday. I just want to have a break. Oh no, Gail. This has been an ongoing issue. It's like day 4 of this fucking problem for Fanny. Day 3 of me knowing it, but yeah. Started Wednesday. It's not quite the same as roommates, but something like this has always made me, like, terrified of having roommates. If I'm not living with my parents, I'd want to be alone. Now, that might change in coming months. I don't know how serious they are, but Non-Dairy has been like, you've got a place in my house, Ewan, and I'm like, that doesn't sound bad. Guess it's time for you to become the bigger problem. I mean, yeah. You hate to see it, but people typically respond to problems. Wow, I'm just having a bad Steam VR day. I just lost tracking on my headset like 4 times. Important question. Are there elephant pet / mounts? There are many, Fanny. There are like probably about 20 different elephant mounts. And just as many pets. In Burning Crusade, the very first expansion, they added the Draenei race. Their racial mount is the Elk, which is kind of like an alien elephant. No to space goats. The alien elephant, it still very much looks like an elephant, but it's got kind of weird tusks. After that, in Warlords of Draenor, they added updated Elks. In the second expansion, Wrath of the Lich King, they added mammoths. And then, they've kind of, like, updated and upgraded those 2 base skeletons. Oh, well, I guess it's 1 skeleton. In the most recent expansion, they've got these, like, lava elephant things. So there's a race of these, like, fire giants called the Jarradin. And, they have a bunch of these, like, molten elephant pets. And you can get those as mounts. And then they also have a lot of them as pets. They're like baby Elks. A few of the baby mammoths. I don't know if you can tame them as a hunter. You might be able to. You might be able to have 2 Elk pets. Or mammoths. That just follow around it and fight for you. So if you really wanted to, I think you could have like just 4 elephants around you. Oh, Alex are so cute, not gonna lie. Yeah. Actually, with the new Beastmaster changes, it might be 6 elephants. How hard are Alex to get? Legit question. Extremely easy. So if you had to make a, if you wanted to mount, you literally just have to make a Draenei and get the gold to buy the Elex, which is very, very easy. You could have all the Elec mounts within, like, day one of playing as a new player. Traveler Mammoth mount, still the one good mount to have because of vendors. Hi, Sen. I don't use that one, Gale. It has vendors, but I use a Yak that has a vendor on one side and a Transmogrifier on the other side. If you're really rich and cool, and you had 5 million gold in BFA, you have the Brontosaur, because it has an auction house and a vendor. But I have the Yak. The Yak, I think, is the same as the Mammoth, just different looks. No, the Mammoth does not have the Transmog vendor. The Mammoth has 2 vendors. One of them is just like a standard vendor, and then the other one might be a repair. And then the Yak has a repair vendor on one side and a Transmog on the other. Also randomly stumbled in on the wiki, but Elex are hunter tameable. They are. Then you can have an Elec mount, you can have 2 Elec pets, and you can have a non-combat Elec pet for 4 around you at all times. Vendor and repair on Mammoth. We're still in Orgrimmar, but it's not raining anymore. So you have to pick a certain race for Elex? No. No, you would just get them fastest if you pick Draenei. So, every race has racial mounts. You only get those mounts if you play that race. But once you unlock them, so like you could make a Draenei, get those mounts, unlock Elex, and then go play any Alliance character and use those mounts. Alternatively, let's say you really liked gnomes. You could make a gnome, go to the capital city for the Draenei, buy their tabard, get exalted reputation with them, and then buy all their mounts. But you'd have to level that reputation up to get those mounts. You don't need to be max reputation to use them. You need to be max reputation to buy them, though. So the fastest way would be to just make a Draenei. I will also say, the Elex are Alliance only. If you wanted to play like a Troll or Forsaken Undead, you would not be able to use those mounts because they're Alliance mounts. There are other Elex that aren't Alliance specific, so all of the Mammoths are cross-faction. Both factions can use those. And later on, there is a faction that lets you buy like a Lightforged Armored Elec. And that one you can use as either faction. But the standard, like, Draenei race mounts, those are Alliance only. We're at 2.7. Yeah, the picking a race is just to, like, get it the fastest. The other thing that's cool about the races recently is they recently made it so that guilds are cross-faction. So if you had a bunch of Horde friends that are like die-hard Horde players and for the Horde and Sylvanas is queen, you could still play Alliance and play with them. That's new to this expansion. And next expansion, they're adding cross-server guilds. because they just want to break down the barriers and make it easier to play with your friends, which is like, oh my god, thank you. Actually, a Blizzard W. What are all the racial mounts? Now I'm just like, I want to remember all of them. Orcs have the wargs, which are... Oh, that's not a... Well, those wolves there. That wolf there. That's what orcs got. Trolls ride raptors. Forsaken ride undead horses. Tauren ride kodos, which are like big rhinos. Do Lightforged Draenei also get them, or just the regular ones? Lightforged Draenei would not get them right away. They would have to earn the reputation because they are a different race. The Lightforged Draenei mount is just Lightforged Elk. I think it's just a different Elk, so they would have their own Elk mounts. I can be a troll and play with Yulin? Yes, Lost One. If you ever feel like playing WoW with me, you can 100% play a troll and play with me as a Draenei. OG Taurens, if I recall, had no mounts. They just ran faster. They had an ability called Planeswalking. So it was like a turbo sprint that went away in combat, but it just let them fucking, like, sprint for a minute. And it was a cooldown. It wasn't like they could just turn it on and off whenever they wanted. It was literally a fucking cooldown. And then after 6 months of this, they were just like, this is dog water. We need them to have a mount. And they gave them Kodos. That's the Brontosaurus. That's the rich person mount. Let me see if I can spot a Kodo. I don't think we're going to find one in the last 10 seconds of this video. Also, holy shit, is Orgrimmar just empty? Huh. Maybe it's because they want me to take this quest and I'm in a different scene. I'll go over all the Horde ones first. With Blood Elves, they added... Shit, what are they called? Hawkstriders? Which are basically just chocobos. And then they added Goblins, which gets tricycles. They literally have, like, little mechanized big wheels. That's so fucking funny. Then they added Nightborn, which gets Mana Sabers. That's a orc mount. Mana Sabers are basically like big fucking cats infused with arcane energy, so they glow purple. And they added High Mountain Tauren. What is a fucking High Mountain Tauren mount? Because it's not Warg, or it's not Kodos. They don't have Kodos up there. Somebody Google High Mountain Tauren mount. Because I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Wait. They get Thunder Hooves? Oh. I guess there's Thunder Hooves out there. Oh, they use a moose? Okay, okay. Moose makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. And then... Zandalari trolls. I want to say they also get raptors, but like an updated raptor. And then... What's the other one? There's one more horde race. Volpera. Volpera get hyenas. Zandalari has dire horns? That makes more sense, yeah. Dire horns. Dire horns are, the dinosaur with 3 horns. Oh god. I literally can't think of the official name for this dinosaur because I've known them as Direhorn in WoW for so long. That's bad. That's a moment of like, oh god, I play video games too much. Triceratops. I literally couldn't think of Triceratops because I was thinking of it and I was just like, oh yeah, it's a Direhorn. That's a moment of like, I play video games too much. The cross-faction race is Pandaren. And they get dragon turtles. And then, for alliance mounts, humans get horses, dwarves get rams, gnomes get mechanostriders, which are basically like metal chocobos, and night elves get, I think their official term is night stalkers, but like, they're basically big panthers. They're big cats. The Draenei get Elix. The Worgen get other horses. Saber cats? Okay. Hi, non-dairy. I definitely wasn't talking about you 5 minutes ago. Then they added the allied races. They added Void Elves. No, the Worgens have horses. They have like mountain horses or something. The Void Elves have Void Chocobos. Void Hawkstriders. The Lightforged Draenei, I think they have a Lightforged Elec. And then Kul Tirans have third type of horses, I think. And then the Dark Iron Dwarves, I'm forgetting some races, I think. The Dark Iron Dwarves have core beasts, which are like lava. Think of like a lava wolf that's kind of been demonized, so you can't even tell it's a wolf anymore. But then they have mecha gnomes, which makes you think, wait, that's uneven. I think I'm forgetting some on Horde side. Wait, so if you get an Elec, it's available for all your Alliance characters? Yes. The way to get an Elec, Fanny, you either need to be a Draenei and have enough gold to buy an Elec, which you get your first ones at level 10, and they're dirt cheap. You would be able to afford one no problem whatsoever. If you played any other Alliance race, you have to get your reputation to Exalted with the Draenei, and then you can buy their mounts. Which, honestly, that also wouldn't be that hard. You'd have to go to the Exodar, buy their tabard, and then just do dungeons. And by the time you're level 40, you'd be Exalted. I think it... No. I'm pretty sure it was added at the start, Gale, because they wanted to add in an equal number of mounts. Because there's mount collectors who were like, what the fuck? Alliance just has less mounts now. So if you're a mount collector and going for like first place, you just have to be Horde? This fucking sucks. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll just give them 2 horses to keep it even. And so the Worgen got the 2 horses. But like nobody used them because you could just fucking do the wild running. And Goblins got the 2 trikes. God, I wish the Goblins were cute. I hate that they look like just ugly. I want to be a fucking short stack in a game, damn it. So I remember Worgens only having Running Wild as their mount. I'm pretty sure they had horses right at the start. It was just like... Here's the thing, Gale. To use a mount, you would hit... Back then, you would hit level 20 and then at level 40. They changed it in Cataclysm so that you could use your first mount at 20 and then use the faster mount at 40. And you would have to go back to town. They didn't give you a quest at all. They didn't tell you at all. It's just, oh, I'm 20 now. I can learn riding. So you go back to town. You learn the riding training. And then you buy the mount. But for Worgen, there was no fucking point to this. At level 20, they just learned the racial ability wild running. So you'd literally be running through Darkshore, hit level 20, and be like, cool. Get on all fours and start running. Or they had it, but it was just hidden. So it didn't really... Yeah, it was just not well known. If you were playing a human and got to level 20, you knew, oh, I can go get it. So I'm either going to go get it right the fuck now, or I'm going to finish out these quests and go get it. I don't know if I would pick Draenei Warlock or Night Elf Warlock. They didn't start with a Mountain Catayulan? God, it's been so long. I would not be surprised if they didn't lost one. I know they added it way back then. I know it was like, if they didn't have it, they added it very early on. But I would not be surprised if I'm wrong on that. Be a Night Elf Warlock, nobody likes Space Goats. I really like Warlock's playstyle, but I hate how annoying they are to play. Because they have to do a lot of, like, proactive stuff before every fight. I played one in Kata. Then you're just saying it's your memory versus mine. The thing about Warlocks, just Shadow Ball and occasional dots. The thing about Warlock is that before every boss pull, they need to set down a portal. They need to set down a gateway portal for everyone else. They need to set down health cookies for everyone else. They need to summon their pet. They might need to sacrifice their pet. There's just so much shit Warlocks have to do before every fight that's just like, man, I literally just want to roll up to the fight. I named him Malfurion. Oh wait, shamans are a thing? They sound cool. Yeah. It's not much setup on Warlocks. You don't always even need Portal. You don't always need it, but like, let's say you're fighting a boss where you do need it. And it's a progression night, so you're wiping, run back, wiping, run back, wiping, run back. You have to do that setup every time. And that shit gets so boring and old. It's so tedious. The classes in WoW Fanny, they have 3 cloth users. Mage, Warlock, and Priest. They're pretty self-explanatory. Mage shoots fire, ice, or arcane. Arcane is just like purple magic of raw energy. Warlock is Affliction, which is all about curses, destruction, throwing fire, or Demonology, having strong pets. Leather, I'm playing a Draenei Shaman now. Leather has Monk, Druid, Demon Hunter, and Rogue. Rogue, sneaky shadows, stab people. Monk, punch people. Monks can also heal with Mist. Mist is a big thing for monks in WoW. Or they can tank by being a brewmaster and being like the drunken kung fu master. Druids can either heal with like restorative nature magic. They can do damage by turning into a moonkin, which is kind of like, think of Sasquatch, but he's half turkey and has deer antlers. And this is very like moon magic, and it's a combination of like sun and moon magic, and they're literally pelting the enemy with stars. Feral druids turn into a cat and claw the shit out of people. Guardian druids turn into a bear and tank enemies. Demon hunters, basically they hate demons, so they became part demons to fight demons with demons. And so there's Havoc demon hunters, which are just like really good at clawing the shit out of people and being angry. Moonkin, or the other name they used to have, owlbears. And then there's Vengeance demon hunter, which is all about using souls to like heal yourself. I think I covered all the leather. Male has hunters, which is either marksman hunter, which is all about being as good as you can be with a bow or gun. They have Beast Mastery Hunters, which is all about having strong pets. So hunters always have a pet with them, and Beast Mastery Hunters can have 2 pets. I want to play a healer, but also want to play a Draenei, I've decided. Survival Hunters are all about being a melee hunter, so they've got a spear and a pet. I like Survival Hunters. Hi, Jan. Shamans are Enhancement, Elemental, and Restoration. Enhancement is all about lighting your weapons on lightning or fire and hitting people with them. Elemental is all about being a Sith Lord and shooting lightning at people. And Restoration is all about healing people with water. They also added Evoker. Oh, I caved and got Risk of Rain Returns. It's so fun, Nondary. I like Risk of Rain 2 more. I'm more excited for the DLC for Risk of Rain 2. But Risk of Rain Returns has been a lot of fun. It's fucking hard, though. Evokers. Evokers are these weird dragon things. They're like experiments that can do all types of dragon magic. They can either do damage with devastation, which I think is fire and earth magic, and then there's rejuvenation or whatever. I forget the healing spec, but it's like time magic and healing people with green magic. Wasn't the original Risk of Rain much harder than 2? Yes. Very much so. And they recently gave them a support spec called Augmentation, which just buffs your allies and breaks the game. And then they've got Plate. Paladins, you probably know how this works. Fight with holy magic, heal with holy magic, tank with holy magic. Death Knights, which are basically soldiers who've been brought back to life. Who either tank with blood magic by like stealing their enemy's blood and healing themselves. Frost, which is all about just cold magic but as a warrior. And then Unholy, which is all about spreading diseases and the plague. And then Warrior War, which is hit an enemy with a big 2-hander, hit an enemy with 2 2-handers, or tank with a sword and shield. Wait, what if I go Holy Paladin Draenei to be healer and get an exclusive Alec variant at level 20? So that, yes, that is the Paladin mount. If you go Paladin at level 20 and level 40, you will get specific class mounts. And if you are a Draenei, they will be Elex. But like armored and holy armor. I could not resist, especially since I can write it off. I'm putting off everything I can until I get back from SoCal. Yeah, classes get... There's a few class-specific mounts. How bad of a decision would that be? If you're saying how bad of a decision would it be to be a Paladin Draenei healer? Like a Holy Paladin Draenei. There's literally no class and race combination that's bad. You can play any class, any spec, any race. It's not D&D where it's like, oh, if you're playing a ranger, you should play an elf. If you play a half-orc ranger, that's bad. That's not a thing in WoW. There are very small differences in it, but these are like sub 1% DPS at max level to max level players. Food and gas are going to be so expensive, I'm just expecting it. What are you doing in SoCal? You going there for like a convention? Some might judge you for Holy Paladin, but can still play it. Holy Paladin's actually in a great spot right now. Hi, Logitech. Pally was best in slot for Mythic Plus last season. Yes. Holy Paladin was very strong last season. Dream State with O-Girls? Fuck yeah. That sounds like a great time. There is no class you can pick that's bad. There's no race that you can pick that's bad. There's no combination of the two. There's no spec that you can pick that's bad. All of them will be viable. Now, if you're asking if playing World of Warcraft would be a bad decision, maybe. They do have a free trial. They let you play below level 20 for free, I believe. And so, you could just do the trial and play for free, and you would be able to get to a point where you get Alex. Also visiting fam for my birthday because I will be in town, but mostly Dream State. Pay to level. No. I'm happy that my mic hasn't died. I hadn't had it plugged in for like 3 weeks, so I was like, I hope it has battery. Wait, is max level 20 or 19? Asking this because the thing is level 20. Max level will be 20. You will hit level 20 and they will not give you experience anymore and you can't go past 20. But this is just the free trial. If you have the game and you're subscribed, the max level is 70. But I'm pretty sure the trial stops you at 20. Actually, I know for certain that it stops you at 20. Because Battlegrounds are in brackets of 5 levels. So when you hit level 10, they let you queue up for the 10 to 14 bracket. And then when you hit level 15, you are in the 15 to 19 bracket. They do this so that you don't go to max level as a trial player and just curb stomp everybody as a level 20 in the like 10 to 20 bracket or 15 to 20. Because that's what people used to do. They're called twinks. Brackets used to be 10 to 19 and then 20 to 29. And what people would do is they would go to max level on like a trial, which would stop at 19. And they would get the best gear possible. Like the absolute best gear possible. And then they would go into the 10 to 19 bracket. The 20 to... how did they do this? You used to not get experience for Battlegrounds, I think. So you would just queue up at 19 and not level. That was the old system. You would just get to 19, best gear possible, kill everybody in the 10 to 19 as like... Ooh, that term is so conflicting now. I know. You'd go into a battleground. You're level 19, perfect gear. You'd be like two-shotting people. And then they made it so that they made it so that you got experience from doing battlegrounds, but they also made it so that you could turn experience off. And so what people would do is this made it so that you could twink at 19, 29, 39, any bracket you could be a like absolute max level or max geared individual and stomp on people who were just leveling. And it was so unfun that they said, we're separating the groups. If you have your experience turned off, if you have your experience turned off, you're only queuing against people that also have their experience turned off. And so this meant all the twinks were just fighting other twinks. And twinking kind of died because the whole point of it was that you wanted to beat up people who weren't as geared as you and feel like a god. So twinking's not much of a thing anymore. I'm sure there's still people that do it a bit, but you wouldn't get experience at bracket cap. Then you could turn it off. Yeah. Oh, I just cleared my throat and muted my headset, which does nothing. Honestly, I would take that. Can work towards the mount as my end goal for my trial then. Yeah, I mean, there wouldn't be much work to do. If you just played a Draenei, it would just get to level 20. Which I'll tell you right now, for me, that's like an hour or two of playing. Maybe 3 if I'm going slow. So how did your headset mic die? So I opened OBS today, and I saw that my mic was just constantly in the red. It was just constantly making noise, which I had happen before around 40 to 50 days ago, where my mic was just hard scuffed. It was just fucking awful. Like, people opened the stream and they were just like, oh my god, what are you doing? All I hear is screeching and static. Please stop. And so I unplugged, or I turned the hub off for the Vive Pro. You know where all the cables connect? I pressed the power button on that, turned it back on, and the mic level seemed normal. And I was like, cool, problem solved. I'm such a good streamer, I caught the problem before it even happened. Except the scuff joined me, Ewan. And then, when I went live, everybody was like, you sound like you're on helium, and we can't hear you at all. And it was like, cool. My mic is picking up sound, and it's not the awful thing that happened 50 days ago. It's just a different problem now. Okay, last question. Would the combo I chose be beginner-friendly? Beginner-friendly isn't related to class, race, or spec. So yes, it would be beginner-friendly. Beginner-friendly now relates to talents you choose. So as you level up, once you hit level 10, every time you level up, you get 1 talent point, which lets you put in benefits to your abilities, or learn new abilities. The beginner-friendly talents are things that are like, this ability hits 10% harder. And the more advanced ones are like, you get a new ability. And so a beginner-friendly talent build is like, everything's passive and you only have 3 to 5 abilities. Whereas a more advanced player build is like, you have 15 abilities to press. This place looks Halloweenish. I'm pretty sure I recorded this one before Halloween. They do get a little festive for Halloween, but I recorded it before then. There's a bunch of undead that live here. So the story of the lore of this place, Chan, is that this used to be a human kingdom, Lordaeron. No, this is Undercity. In Lordaeron, you're downloading it now. Oh no. In Lordaeron, Jan, it was just a big human kingdom. Everybody was great and getting along fine. And then this guy named the Lich King just spread a plague through the place that killed everyone, and then he resurrected them as zombies to have this fucking massive undead army. He got dealt with, and he retreats to like this continent up north, basically the Arctic. And all the zombies kind of just are mindless and roaming around. But some of them actually got their free will back. I will blame you if this goes wrong, Eland. Great, everyone always does. A very small portion of the zombies got their free will back. It was like 10% or something. And so the portion that got their free will back, they kind of joined together. They became known as the Forsaken. They took back the city of Lordaeron, but it was kind of like destroyed it in rubble. And they couldn't just like rebuild it because it was constantly under siege from other stuff. So they kind of made a city under it called the Undercity. And that's what this place is. It's these big catacombs and like just tunnel system under the old city of Lordaeron. We walked around Lordaeron at the start of this video, and it's very much a dump. And this place is like kind of fancy. It's kind of like, how the fuck did they build this? What about the rest of the mindless? They're just there. They're just fucking up there. There's a few towns that have like become Forsaken, and they have they're called death guards that like guard these towns, and like if the undead start getting close, these guys just fucking put them down. But there's like huge areas of like, oh, this area, there's a lot of zombies there, so you don't go there. They also have, there's a group called the Scarlet Crusade up there, which is a group of humans from Lordaeron that didn't succumb to the plague, and they have become religious zealots, and their goal in life is to put down zombies. That, like, all they care about is killing the zombies that ruin their kingdom. They don't see the difference between the Forsaken and the human, or the Forsaken and the, like, mindless zombies. So they could, like, find a Forsaken and be like, a zombie, kill it, and the person's like going, oh, I'm actually Forsaken. I don't serve the Lich King. You can clearly tell that I have free will, given that I'm fucking talking. And the Scarlet Crusader going, nope, a zombie is a zombie, and the only good zombie is a dead zombie. And they would kill them. Not only that, all the Forsaken that have got their free will back, it's not like your whole family got it back. It's like, you got your free will back, but your mother and father didn't. Your brother didn't. Your second brother didn't. Your little sister didn't. They're just out there as zombies. And your house is gone. It's either been burned down, or it's in an area infested by zombies. Just everything sucks for the Forsaken. So they're racist? Oh, they're much more racist than I made them seem. I only talked about zombies. But their group used to be led by a guy who legitimately just wanted to fight the zombies that were taking over the place. He was since killed, and his body is possessed by a demon. And this demon has made them racist against everybody. So now, to them, mindless zombies, Forsaken zombies, and dwarves are the same thing. They literally hate all races that aren't human. Jan, there's many racist groups in WoW. The thing about a fantasy setting that has different races, they are all racist. Whether it's D&D, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, Final Fantasy. Actually, Final Fantasy, they seem pretty not racist most of the time. But, like, they're turbo racist in WoW. Every race hates every other race. What are we at? 4.1? I think we finished with this video. Will that escalate quickly? Yeah. It's just something that nearly every fantasy setting does. Oh my god, I keep losing tracking. Non-dairy. When I brought you up before you were in stream, I think I was saying, we were talking about roommates. So, specifically, Fanny is in an asylum, and their Steam Deck has been stolen by another patient. And they're having a lot of difficulty just getting the Steam Deck back, even though they can very easily prove that it was stolen. And so, I was kind of looking at this and being like, wow, that makes roommates seem not ideal. Actually, is Non-Dairy here? They might be distracted by something. Damn, not gonna lie, I should have expected WoW to be 10 gigs. You should not have expected it to be 10 gigs. Isn't it like 70? Or 90? Okay, Non-Dairy is here. Fanny's had this awful experience with, like, other patients in the asylum they're in. And it makes me think of, I've only ever lived by myself or with my parents. And the idea of roommates seems like I would do anything I could to not have roommates. But then, and I don't know how serious you said this, but like a week ago you said, oh, you could be my roommate, Euland. And I was just like, yo, that doesn't sound bad. Somebody like Non-Dairy being a roommate is like, I'm not entirely against that idea. Thinking of it as like a friend. Don't know what kind of group to add in a fantasy setting? Just make them racist. Easy. The only race we hate in FF is lawless. I had a feeling you were. I'm not gonna lie, it's something I'm keeping in the back of my head. Because if in May, my parents might be like, hey, we're surprised by the amount of money you're making. We are also happy to see you working so hard towards something. You can just stay here and live with us, you just gotta pay rent. If that happens, I'd probably just stay with them. But, like, if they were like, no, you gotta get out. I'm keeping you in my mind. 100 gigs forgot a zero? Yeah. Yulin's copium. I mean, it'd be really nice if they did that. I don't expect them to. I also didn't expect them to give me an extra year. So, I don't know. You are one of the good ones, Gale. I hate that I laugh at that joke every time. I have a spare bedroom if you ever need it. Noted. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to need a spare bedroom until fucking May. I absolutely have a place until then, but what is the bad race in FF? It really is Lalafels, isn't it? Rogadins are chill when they're not being pirates. Humans are chill. Ellison get real annoying in Ishgard. So I could see an argument for Ellison being the bad race. Lalafels pretty early on established themselves as fucking villains. With all the stuff in Ul'dah. Mikote... I mean... I wouldn't really count them as, like, people. They're basically house cats. Aura I could look as the bad race in Final Fantasy. But even then, those three, it's like, there's a few bad, there's a lot of good. They're not like, oh my god, this fucking race. Whereas like in WoW, if you see a gnome, you just fucking hate that gnome. Gale's Lala was very cute like Gale. Not cute, found one. My legs are kind of tired today. That's surprising to me. Do you guys have any plans for Thanksgiving? For those of you in the US? My mom is going to be recovering from surgery. You're cute? How dare you? Whether that's to me or Gale, how dare you? I agree with you if it's to Gale. Who am I kidding? I agree with you if it's to me also, but how dare you? My mom is going to be recovering from surgery on Thanksgiving. And so a very close family friend was like, come over for our Thanksgiving. We'll do it the 5 of us. Plan is no plan. Well, this black screen is quite exciting. Maybe try going down to 160p. I hope I have encoding. I'd be shocked if I didn't. Oh, we're snowing. Let's turn the scarf on. No, I mean, when starting WoW Cause, I said I could launch it early. Oh, I see. I am watching at a crisp 360p. Hell yeah, Zuby. Not even 160p. I typically have streams open at 480. Normally, I would like to have them at 1080. But when I'm recording, it can get a little crunchy. So I turn them down to 480. 480p is the chat amount. Yeah, 480 is what I watch at. That's just, I don't know. I can't see the pixels. I can actually see definition and read things on screen. But it's not so nice that I'm fucking dying. Anyhow, still no word from the police. That's crazy to me, Fanny. That is absolutely wild. Today's plan. I want to go over today's plan. I need to cook ground beef. I don't have that made, so as soon as stream ends, I'm going to cook ground beef. After that, while it's cooking, I might shower. Then I'll eat. There's core videos later today. I need to record the next Final Fantasy video after I eat. Now I think I got free time. Wait, actually, Zuvi, what are you doing today? Is today an Elden Ring day? Oh, no, I need to clean. I need to clean my house. Never mind, Zuvi. I'm wrong. No Elden Ring today. I, like, super need to clean my house today. Specifically, I need to, like, clean the floors in the basement. Pick up any trash and get that outside. And then I need to clean the shower in my bathroom. Well, it will take around an hour to install. Yeah, 100 gigs is not small. How are the miles, by the way? We are at 4.5. We're at 4.5. And, yeah. I think we finished by the end of this video. I'm actually not entirely sure. Let me check. We have 10 more minutes. Ooh, that's gonna be really fucking close. I don't know if we finish. I actually don't think we do. 100 gigs takes me 10 hours to download. Good lord, Zuvi. How does Germany have such bad internet? If we don't get there with 5, I'm not going to do the whole next video, because I really do need to clean the house today. I need to break my rules for that, because I like living here. 10 more minutes, come on, Euland. I think it'll be a little longer. I think I have to go 12 minutes, and there's only 10 minutes of the video. I don't know, politics, I guess. That sounds about right. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh my god, what am I feeling on my thigh? I, like, have an itch on my thigh, and I'm like, why? There's nothing there. Stop it. Actually, it's 2.5 hours, according to me, actually pulling out a calculator. Huh. Euland show thighs. You have to ask for those in DMs. Fair enough. I mean, you can already see plenty of the model's thighs, right? I wear pretty short shorts. Sun image of Joe Swanson from Family Guy. Who loves short shorts? We love short shorts! By the way, if you saw it, what did you think of the drawing? Those are some big titties. Hell yeah. It was nice. It was good. I have to ask in DMs for that? Yes, you have to ask in DMs for that, Hunt. You would get them instantly. But, like, there's a big consent thing. I don't want someone to be like, yo, let me see thighs. And then I'm like, okay, and send them to them. And they're like, oh, I was actually just saying that for the stream. I didn't really want to see these. But I live kinda in the countryside. I see, Zuvi. Mine would take even more when it was on my sister's room. And it wouldn't be consistently stable for more than an hour. Yeah, it's not, Hun, it's not that I want to make you work for it. It's that I am absolutely terrified of showing people lewd stuff of me that didn't want to see it. So I make it very crystal clear in DMs. This is what I'm going to send you. This is what you want to see, right? It said spoiler, but I didn't expect not safe work. Yeah, I might edit it later. It was terrible for grind and playing with friends. That sounds awful. It's better now, though, right, Jan? Yes, Fanny, you're drawing. If you want to edit the post and mark just like in text above the actual post of the picture, say not safe for work. That'd be awesome. Yeah, the router is in my room. There was one day where my dad was out of town. And he was like, Yulin, we're upgrading our internet. So you need to be awake when the guy comes to install the new internet. And I was like, okay. And the guy comes and he's like, well, where's the router? And I was like, oh, it's in a room way over there. And the guy was like, way over there? The pole is on this side. Why is the router on the opposite side of the house? I was like, I don't know. It can go in this room. And my room was like right next to the telephone pole. So I was like, yeah, that would be way easier to do. And then you can just do like air ties or a cable through the roof to the other side, through the ceiling to the other side of the house. I was like, okay, let's do that then. And so the cable went into my room. The router was in my room. And then we had air ties, which were basically like wireless boosters going to the other side of the house. And when my dad came back, he was like, hold on, you put the router in your room? And I was like, it's literally the closest to the telephone pole. And he's like, dude, are you kidding me? Come on. My office is over there. I was like, well, your office is on the opposite side of the telephone pole. Not gonna lie, I thought the text of titty practice would have been a giveaway, but fair enough. Yeah, actually, Zuvi, if it says titty practice, I guess expecting clothed titties is a thing, but if it said in full caps, not safe for work, nobody should get that wrong. I have good internet, but the other side of the house has barely any Wi-Fi. So what you can do, Jan, I don't know how much money you have available, or your sister has available. You can have a cable run through the walls. And so it would basically come out the back of your router, go into the wall, it would go up into the ceiling, and then come out in the room you want it to. And that's how you'd be hardwired. You can call an electrician or like a internet technician, and they'll do it for like $75. If you don't want to do it yourself. I would do it myself. Although, did you like it, Zuvi? I don't think Zuvi typically likes that much lewd stuff unless it's a very specific anime style. So I kind of expect him to say no. I guess so. Looks good. Yeah, that's not happening. If you wanted to do it yourself, Jan, you would need the cable, which you can get a cable for like $8. You would drill a hole in the wall, and then you would want to put something like a hole cap for the wall. Or you could just have the cable going along the ground to the house. That's what I did in my apartment. I imagine your family would be less appreciative of that. It would be a lot more difficult to pick it up from the wall, from the ceiling, and bring it over, but a technician will have the tools to do that. Thanks, I was more so talking art style-wise anyways. I mean, those are some big honka-badonkers. I'll tell you right now, Fanny, Zuvi is not saying that judgingly, because he also likes big honka-badonkers. He always joins on an avatar that's like, the kite! I need a drink. My family gave up on that problem and just put the router on my room, since I'm the one who uses it the most. I'd be pissed off if I was your sister. Now, your sister just might not use it as much as you. But if I was your sister, I'd be like, no, I want good internet. And so, I would want a cable going from the router to my PC. I never want to have a wireless connection again. I will forever be hardwired. What are we at? 4.94? Oh god, I think it's gonna be just short. My sister doesn't live with us anymore? Problem solved. I buy another router? That's not how it works, Pixel. I mean, I don't mind wireless on my Kindle. Well, yeah, if you're on something, a Kindle just reading, wireless doesn't matter. If you're playing League of Legends on your PC, you want to be hardwired, Zuby. She's with her boyfriend? Hell yeah. Router's in my room. That is all the wall at the opposite end of the house to the street. Oh. My boyfriend wants to distract me in a not so safe for work way, so see y'all. Bye, Fanny. We're at 4.98. I'm fucking stopping here because I just need to get shit done today. 4.988. 4.99. We're gonna, like, not even get to these statues, and I'm gonna hit end. I'll get your shit done today. Proxy, that would be awesome. I don't want to clean the house. Can I pause? No. Oh, I couldn't start it earlier, but I can pause it? Huh? I don't understand XS Overlay. I actually have a theory of what it might be, but... hi, Proxy. My PC is Wi-Fi? I will never have a PC Wi-Fi again. I can take the scarf off. Oh yeah, I'll clean your house. We can clean it together, it'll go faster. Or I can just clean it. It's not really fair for you to clean my house at all. 20 squats. 1. Oh, I felt like 3 pops there. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I have to say, Yakuza games have very satisfying walking and running sounds. Would you keep it as cold? I don't understand what you're saying, Jan. I'm sorry. I struggled with that one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Worlds. Where are we going? No, no. I keep saying, like, I need to get a bunch of worlds to go for the walk and for the just chatting after. And then I don't get on and find new worlds. This was... No, I don't want VR chat news. I want world... Oh my god. What is this menu doing? I don't know that I've ever been to Nova Skyline. We're on an airship. I never go there. Interesting ball position. Was it like right on the nuts of the avatar? Oh my god, my tracking just like reset and freaked out like 10 times just now. Have I never been to this one? No, I have. I had to have. The music's just taking a while to kick in. I know why I don't come here that often. Because there's no good window to sit by. Also, the music's dead. We're just gonna go to Starry Sphere. Did that say Yuland left before I even left? That's impressive. I've never seen my own leave message before. You're not a cat, Yuland. Sometimes I'm like a cat. What the fuck? You don't know. You don't know my life. It's not really a sitting place up here. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. Oh, it doesn't float. Yeah. Oh well. Everybody look away. Don't look at me. Oh, that tracker's super loose. Is the Velcro? Yeah, the Velcro's fine. I just put it on super loose. You know more about me than I know about you. I feel like it's the other way, Jan. I'm kicking this off. My shoes. And then I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing this. Oh, wait, no! I've encountered a problem. I don't have excess overlay today. I gotta find a spot with low... Oh my god. Or not excess overlay. I don't have Play Space Mover. OVR Advanced Toolkit has just been fucking dead lately. Like, it doesn't launch, and when I try to launch it manually, it hasn't been. Open it right now. I did open it manually, and it just said nah. Aside from game stuff that usually don't really have much to say, there isn't much left. That's not true, Jan. And I'll tell you how I know that's not true. Because I kind of felt the same way. I was like, oh, if you want to be a streamer, you got to be interesting. And I don't think I'm interesting, because all I do is stay home and play video games. And then I realized, oh, I actually have a lot to talk about. I'm just wrong. You may not think you have a lot to discuss, but I bet there's a lot in your life, Jan. Oh, I hope she goes long. Open it right now. I don't have stuff to talk about. You'd be surprised, Juice. I feel like, oh, I feel like everybody has stuff to talk about. It's just a matter of, like, do you have the personality to talk about stuff like that? Because, like, there's people who just, you know, they don't talk much, right? Them getting passionate or excited about something, even being in that mood, doesn't make them, like, super talkative. But I feel like everybody's lived a life. It's not like that is different for you. Well, then it's just me. I want more you. This is a therapy appointment. Okay. I was about to say, this is not therapy. Hold on. I want more you. Okay. I'm probably not going to stick around too long. As much as I fucking love this part. Just because shit needs to get done today. I don't like it when I have stuff to do later. I hate it when it's like, oh, I gotta make sure I end early because I have this to go do. There was 3 days where the contractor needed to come by, right? And so it's like, the contractor's going to be here at 12, so we're ending before then. Okay, the contractor didn't come yesterday, so he's going to come today, so we're ending before 12 for when he gets here. And then day 3, the contractor has told me he's absolutely going to be here today. He couldn't the last 2 days, and I get it, he has kids. But, like, I was losing my shit ending stream early. For him to not even be able to come. To be honest, I think of some stuff, but then it dies after that or really quickly. Even that's enough to talk about. I don't know. Jan, you've lived a life. So, like, you have a lot of memories of your life. You've had a lot of experiences. A lot of them might be similar, right? A lot of them might be really what you think is boring compared to other people. But a lot of that is just what you think is boring. I thought me literally not going out to do anything for the past 15 years of my life, never going to clubs or concerts, never going to drink, Time to end Euland, you got work to do. What the heck? I actually fell asleep yesterday? Hell yeah. Juice, it's been so funny with you and Rock being like, how the fuck are you doing this? I shall share my secrets later. I just feel like I'm sandwiched between China and Sweden. And just ruining their religions and pissing them off. And just completely disconnected from the rest of the world. Some I rather keep hidden for a while. That's fair. That's fair. Rock is Mr. Moneybags. Rock has kind of bailed me out of my problems and given me 10,000 gold for nothing juice. So there might have been one or two emergency councils that I voted against you in, but I kind of owed Rock for that. Can't say it makes me happy to talk about. I mean, that's fair, yeah. For me, there was a lot of stuff that I never wanted to talk about because I grew up in this crazy religious background that, you know, instilled in my worldviews that it's wrong to talk or even think about them. You're stealing Sweden's oil. But, I don't know. I grew up and I was like, hey, I really enjoy these things. And I'm not going to talk about them because this religion I don't believe in anymore told me not to. And it's been great. Now, not everything's probably like that for you, right? There's probably stuff you don't want to talk about that are just not things that you would ever want to talk about, like, you know, traumas. I'm not saying you need to talk about those. I don't say you need to talk about anything. Zuvi redeemed Kupo. We haven't had this in a while. Here, I'll move to somewhere you can see it better. It was funny when Rock freaked out when he saw my navy move. I went into the game with such an established plan, Juice, but I had not practiced it, and I've been practicing it in a solo run. And I'm like, this plan would not have worked. This plan would have 100% failed. And so I'm literally just finishing out the game because I don't want to be the guy that bails. I'm just, you know, I had a bad run. It's all good. Go again next time. Oh, I didn't update my thing. Heck. Can I update it here? I don't think I can. Can I update it here? No. I just can't update from VR. Did I even get purple status in Discord? No. So, okay. I launched OBS in Administrator, and that's supposed to give me purple status on Discord. And it hasn't for like a few days now. But because OBS is in Administrator mode, I can't interact with it with Excess Overlay or SteamVR Overlay. So I can't update my title from my beanbag. I'm kind of required to talk about not as much before, thankfully. Not the problem, it isn't really avoidable. Yeah, I'm not saying, like, you should talk about that stuff. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, even people who are like, I'm boring, I have nothing to talk about with people. I'm like, no, you could find something. I could find something for you. If Jan, if you and I got locked in a room, I would find something you are interested in and talk about it. And where I would probably start is Zoe. Because you've been around Zoe streams for a long time, and I haven't. And Zoe's fucking cool. We did 5 miles. We did like exactly 5 miles because I gotta clean. Oh, I don't want to clean. Ugh. Can I just procrastinate that forever? Can they just stay in Florida? I'll tell you what'll be really nice. I am boring as fuck all the time. You'll be fine, Jam. I highly disagree, Lost One. Cleaning. Here's something that's really funny. Normally when my parents are here, my dad, like, goes out of the house every day. So the garage door is, you know, it gets opened at least, you know, 2 to 4 times every day. With them gone, the garage door literally wasn't getting open for a week at a time. So it was just, the garage was just this sealed space. And some fly laid eggs in the trash in the garage. They all hatched. All these flies swarmed around the garage with 0 food in it for a week. Well, probably a day, and then all died. And so the garage just has, like, hundreds of dead flies on the ground right now. And I found this, like, a week into them being gone. I was like, what the fuck happened? What is this? And so I need to, like, sweep those out of the garage. Not really. I mean, a few months Loja has been there longer. Well, you've definitely been there longer than me. Zoe's been talking about sponsorships lately. And I really want them to do a Call of Dragons sponsorship. Because that game was kind of fun. I finished the sponsorship for Spacefish. I got to level 11. And I still find myself, like, kind of wanting to open it and play it a little bit. Raid Shadow Legends. It's similar to Raid Shadow Legends. It's probably more like Clash of Clans. We love getting cash. As long as I come up with jokes, I'll be fine. See, I don't even want you to feel like you need to entertain the other person. There's people that, like, I enjoy hanging out with, even when nothing gets said. So, like, Juice. Juice will join on me, and they typically don't say anything. I've heard them unmute their mic, like, once, maybe twice. I still fucking love it when they join. You don't have to entertain the other person. Okay. God, I really just want to, like, fall asleep in VR chat, but I'm like, I should get up. I should get up. I should get up. People have said that about me before. Well, why didn't you believe them? I do think I'm going to end. We've got a good raid target. There's somebody who raided us recently that I don't think I've raided in a while. Did I just move my camera? Oh, it's flying. That's why. I accidentally turned that on. Camera mode. Default. Nope, I need it to be stream camera. And this needs to be default. What time is it? 11:39? Hell yeah. Behavior. Look at me. You need to look at the airlock. And I'm dropping down a frame, or a level, so I'm not in the camera. How long have you been there? I want to say 2 months. I want to say it was around day 30 and Zoe started talking in my stream. And then it took me like a month to go check out theirs. At that time I definitely wouldn't. Especially the calm part, I was pretty hot-headed teenager. I feel like I got humbled. I feel like I was pretty much the same as a teenager, but I've just become less egotistical and don't think I'm such an elite compared to what I used to. I used to just fucking look down on everything. Oh my goodness. No, she fucking... God damn it. Wagyu ended. I can't believe she ended. Ugh. She was live 10 minutes ago. Fine. We're going to Hikari. I love Hikari also. I just wanted to raid Wagyu today. Hikari VR. Why did I type it there? Oh my god, I'm so lost. I need to type it in here. I need a vaporize emote. Why, Juice? You'll really appreciate these walk and talks, even if I don't participate in chat. It means a lot to me to hear that car face, and that's actually making me kind of flustered. You don't need to. It's just always there for you if you want to It's always there if you want to participate or lurk, whatever you want out of the stream. Hell yeah. I'm happy that you like it. That being said, thank you everybody for keeping me company. We're gonna go say hi to Hikari. I will be on Core stream later tonight when we do food videos or world exploration. I don't know what's happening tonight. And she might also just want to play Risk of Rain. That being said, I love you. Bye.